Hello, hello, how are you today? This is JilliBling, and I have another project using frame florets, and this is a project. It's a little bit sparkly, and this little piece right here fits right into the words. It's kind of like an easel card, and it is purpley pink and sparkly. I put the colors I used. For this one I used Mossy Petal, SU200, SU400. But isn't that just pretty? So let's make this card today. And I want to make it using like saffron color flowers. Frame florets, beautiful bundle. At first I saw it and, yeah, it's pretty, but the images are just waiting to be colored. It's beautiful. The words, I love the font. Favorite. So, frame florets, and then also stitch rectangles, and that's for the greetings. That's stitch rectangles, and this right here is stitch rectangles. Okay. So the papers. There's this paper. And there's this paper. I was going to use this back side instead of the purple, but I like the purple better. Now you're like, where's that purple from? I'll show you. But this is where the pink, it comes from here. It is, I think it comes in 3 or 4 colors. There's the pink, there's copper, there's soft sea foam, and then there is the silver that I just had pulled out. Beautiful paper. I have a lot of it. It's really sparkly. This, are you like, what is that? This is in Celebration. It's in this catalog that begins January 5th. And I could show you this paper. This paper, I know, something beautiful has to be done. Just that right there. I mean, that could be framed. Ooh, look how nice those go together. Ooh, and the green. Okay, so there's that. That's beautiful. Oh, those go nice. This is the one that I'm using on this card. And it was so hard to cut it because look what's on the other side. And look how beautifully it all goes together. Oh, that's pretty. Nice. That almost looks like maybe it's velvet or something. Oh, purple! And you could get this for free. With a $50 order, you could get a package of this. Imagine what you could do with 5 packages of it. Oh, I'm loving that. Debbie, purple. Ooh. Oh, those are pretty together too. The whole package is just beautiful. Okay, so that's where the papers come from. So, isn't this how you all start your cards? Take the last project. Oh, did you see the last project? You could tell, it's balmy blue. The last project, I'm going to make 5 projects using this bundle. So there's one in Daffodil and one in Fresh Freesia. But look at that. I always put what colors I use, because when this box floats around, everyone is like, what colors are those? I love this one. Okay, so card number 1. This is card number 2. And this is my scratch paper. So I was trying to come up with, okay, what size should these pieces be? And I copied this layout from Darryl Robbins. But even the words, and then this stuck down with the dimensional. But this right here, that's the part that folds. The rest of it is flat. But we'll get to that in just a minute. This is for a double bow. Might as well do that now since it's right here. Double bow. And I know I'm going to need these big scissors for something else. So there's a double bow. I'm going to use lots of, well, 6 pearls for right down here, and then on the 3 showing corners. I guess it could be 4. Okay, so we'll use that with decorating. We'll use pearls with decorating. Done with that. Okay, this is to stamp. Let's do the stamping. Stamping is all done in Memento. And you know, it's funny. This stamp right here, this kind of corner one, see how it perfectly fits in the corner? I keep using that over and over. I have used these too, but I want to use that one, probably next project. But this is just such a beautiful stamp set. I love how it looks when it's stamped. It's just calling color, add color. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 of this stamp. There's dies for everything. Don't we love that? Pretty. And then the words. So to do the words, I need that much room, which is plenty of room. So lucky to call you friend, right here at the bottom. It's a little heavy on that side. And then this one, yeah, there's plenty of room right there. Okay, we're done stamping. Now it's time for cutting. So this cuts out the flowers and the papers, these 2 right here. So vellum, you're like, is there vellum on there? And, oh, I see a few little pieces in here. Somebody didn't clean them out. Guess it's my fault. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to cut these. And the vellum. And the vellum just needs to cut this inside circle. And that is for the softness right here, right underneath the flowers. And of course the frame. So that's easy to cut. That's one pass. Then the second pass is this right here. And I cut the paper a little bit small. So if you're making this at home, and I'll put the paper cut sizes on my blog. My blog is JilliBling.com. And I'll put them on there once I get all of the 5 projects done. So probably less than a week. The rate I'm going, it'll be a few per day. So this just kind of at an angle. I could do it at this angle so that my washi tape sticks. Okay. So I have these, vellum, and these colored, all but one of them. So let's color this one. So this I'm going to do petal pink dark for the center, right around that center thing. I don't know what you call that thing. Because I want it to be like a deep yellow color. And here. A little bit there. Okay. Then saffron dark to kind of stretch out a little bit more and to blend with the petal. So do you remember last week when I was coloring North Pole Mischief and the Cat and the Dog? And there was the artist that I was admiring their coloring, Mitoso Craft. I probably should have looked it up before I said anything. Anyhow, I got a message saying, hey, do you want to take our master class in coloring? I'm like, how did they know? I mean, the day after. The day after, I was so excited about their work, saying, oh, they must be artists. I'm trying to copy what they're doing. So I just might take one. They're from the UK. And it looks like once a month they put out a coloring class. I probably should have answers before I say anything. But I could get them really quick. Anyhow, that would be fun. So I'm trying to leave little tips of this flower white, but you don't have to. You could just do it saffron light all the way to the edge if you want. And then when I do the leaves, usually I like to do the dark color and then the light color. This time, because I'm going for more of a dramatic look, I'm going to do all the light color on the leaves and then go back and do the dark leaf centers. Speaking of leaves, this is Old Olive. So, light everywhere. And it's interesting that this flower, it has two different kinds of leaves. So I'm just wondering if there's like a separate flower growing underneath it. But to me, these are kind of like roses. So this leaf looks appropriate. Love the other leaves though. Maybe that's for those little berry things. I was about to color the berries some really stunning bright color. It's like, no, that would take away from the softness. This card already has so much going on. I put the bow on, just trying to tame it down because there's a lot of sparkle on that card. Okay, layer 1 of the green. Old Olive. I love Old Olive. It's a good color. My tip there doesn't look very good. Yeah. So, not taking the time to blend these. I'll hold it up here in just a minute. Trying to get all the way out to the tip with the dark Old Olive. Okay. Okay, so then for the center, I'm going to do SU 200 and SU 400. This color is lighter, so I'll start with that. Just going to color the whole center. So this is called an easel card. First I'm like, there's all kinds of angles. And when Darryl made the card, There are lots of cut angles, and I didn't do that much. Because these were cut angles and layered. It's like, oh, that's a lot of work. That's scary. Okay, so we're done coloring. Now it's time for assembly. And I do have a few tips on assembly. Okay, so these are the 3 panels. Then I have white layer designer paper, 2 of these. So one of these we're going to set off to the side for just a minute. And lately I've been using liquid glue. It kind of makes the card substantial, kind of thick, stiff. And sometimes some cards you kind of need that. Come on, glue. What's going on? Ding. So today is class day, and I've never done this. I had to ask Mama to step in to do class because I'm under the weather. Went to the doctor 2 times now. Yesterday got steroids, and I hope they're helping, but I got no sleep last night. Sneezing. It's like it's a second wave of the cold. I don't deserve this. I like to think I'm a healthy person. So, Mama was great. She's like, of course. Okay, let's fold this in half. So I'm going to go across town, set it up. Where's my bone folder? Okay. Oh, I'll need snips too. Set it up. And then before anyone gets there, I'll leave. And then Gail says, I'm going. I'll take Mama. So they're driving. And then they'll take everything down and bring it back to town. I feel really bad about that. Today they're working on Regal Reindeer and another color, mistletoe. The mistletoe one is fun. Regal Reindeer, that one's good too. Okay, so these are just layered on here. Isn't that bright? It's like mirror shiny. I had to look at the samples like, do I put it on this side? Yes. Going together pretty easy, huh? But hold on, because I do have tricks for putting the frame on and also the last square diamond shaped piece. Glue, glue, glue. And I'll have all the paper cut sizes on my blog for all these pieces. Okay, so that and dimensionals. I'm going to put 3 dimensionals right here just because I want to keep this flap down. I want it just to be a substantial card back. Okay, so there is the base. These pieces I could put on, or at least this one. This one, put up just a little bit higher so you could see the foil, and then make sure your points, and it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, they're about parallel with the bottom of the card. Okay, and then this one is going to have the frame on it in just a minute. Okay, so since I have the glue out, let's put on 2 of these. They go right to the edges because the words are going to cover them up, and you want to see as much of the flower as you can. See how it's right to the edge, covering the tip? Same with this one, but for the other side. From there it looks like a sunflower. The colors. Didn't want it to be fall, I want it to be spring. I'm so ready for spring. Okay. And then this piece goes on with dimensionals. And this is what creates the easel and creates the card, the oval frame to pop up. That goes right in the middle. I'm looking, is it in the middle of the, yeah. Okay, and then let's work on this piece right here. So the frame is going to go on here. And see up here at the top, you want just a little bit of the frame. Let's work on that right now. Right here, just the tip of it. A little bit of glue to go right there on the frame. Okay, and then this, see how it's right there at the bottom? Let me let that dry just a second. And I'm looking at like this shoulder piece and that shoulder piece. Oop. I want that to be right in the center of that circle, that frame detail. Okay, so I'm just going to let this dry. Just a minute. Good. And then these pieces are equal. Okay, they could dry. And then this is going to go in the center. Flowers are going to go on top. Oh, I want dimensionals on that. And dimensionals on the words. One more. And this frame kind of hangs off the edge, so not too close to the edge of the word rectangle. Okay, close that one up. So this could go right here at the top. And that can go. I'm going to tuck it under so you could see the leaf a little bit. Then, where is that cute little bow? That can sit right here. If I could find it. I know you saw me make it. Well, if I can't find it, I'll just have to make another one. That's the strangest thing. Because I put it over here with decorations. It's in my lap. Okay, so bow. Then just a little bit of glue. Never want that bow to fall off. Okay, needs adjusting. You can't see the words. It's okay if it goes over it a little bit. Okay, that looks good. So, let's stick this on. I think that's plenty dry. So I'm going to put glue all along here. You could tell I'm not being real precise, just to hold it in place. Okay, that's good. So I'm making sure that the center of the oval is right in place. Okay, that's good. Now it's time to stick down this. When you're working with vellum, if I were to put adhesive on the back side right here, you would see it. But because I have so much decoration on here, it's going to be easy. Decoration covers up glue. And then this fits right into here. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? Then some pearls. 3 on the frame. Okay, 4 on the frame. Come here, sample. You need another pearl. Kind of hiding. Okay, 4 on the frame. And then 3 right under here. It's been pearlized. Okay, so this part, it's not that it's tricky, but this part I have a little bit of tips to help you get it assembled. Or putting together my little thing. This right here, it's going to have a cut in it. Okay, so for that, this piece is going to fold. Fold it right in half diagonally. Okay, this will take just a minute. So to do that, where's this bone folder is a little pointier. I have my ruler. So I want to make a crease or score line from corner to corner, diagonal corner. Okay. Then it gets folded. Oop. Okay. Then this piece, oh, that's so pretty. This piece gets cut. If you're like, I can't cut it, it's going to be on the back of the card. And if you have long scissors, and those of you that have these ribbon scissors, you're like, what are you doing cutting paper? Well, I do that once in a while. But long scissors help to make it go straight. Straight. See how it's here on the back? And if it wasn't cut perfectly straight, you don't really notice that. Okay, so let's decorate the back. And these pieces, rather than having the border matching these other, I can't say triangles. These other sideways squares. Make the border a little bit less and avoid putting the designer paper into the crease. Just like that. So see how it has a minuscule border, but the crease is still revealed. And I'm not sure how Darryl did this, but that's how I'm doing it. Okay, so there's that. And then that gets stuck onto, hold it backwards, that gets stuck onto here. So I'm going to put adhesive right here. Glue, liquid glue. Put it right up to the crack. And when you go to set this on, where the line is, the crease is, have it up just a little bit above the fold. I'll show you what I mean here in just a minute. Okay, so I have it corner to corner. That's easy. But right there, can you see that it's minusculely, just like a little sliver of air showing from where the crease is to the card fold? And then this side, I could scooch it a little, okay. And I do that only to allow for the thickness of this paper. And so this unfolded piece is going to attach right on here. And it will go like that. So I'm going to put glue all over this. At first I had the fold down in there further, and my beautiful framed panel kept on sticking out like Frosty the Snowman's nose. I was trying to think of a good way to say that, and I wasn't thinking the right things. Okay, so this corner can go to that corner, this corner could go to that corner. Just kind of adjust them. And because it's liquid glue, and on the back, I could see that my pieces aren't lining up, but while it's still wet, ooh, that's really still wet. I think I need more glue. Okay, lots of glue, because you want it to kind of shift around while you're placing it. Okay, corner to corner. Good enough. But before it dries, hold on to this part, put it down here, and see if your oval is matching up with this point. Because the first time I did it, my oval was kind of leaning over, and because the glue was still wet, I had a chance to shift it. And I'd rather that this look be good and the back be just a little bit crooked. But this time it came out pretty good. Oh my gosh, we're done. That's it. Okay, so this is project number 2 of 5 using frame florets, and I've got 3, actually like 5 others, but only 3. I'm going to do only 3, narrow it down. 3 more using this. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.